What up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brian Janeau Show, video podcast episode. As you know, video will be on my YouTube channel, Brian Janeau Show, Janeau show. You go to YouTube and leave comments, subscribe, watch. I will comment back. So, this is the second video of the week. So, hope you guys enjoy it. And let's get into it. So, usually I do question of the week for the end of the week. I usually reserve it for the end of the week. I'm gonna wait through the week, depending on how I feel. But I think this question is one of those rare ones where you have to do it like at the beginning of the week, just to see where people will stand with this question. And this is one of those rare times. So I hope you guys comment. I hope you guys leave comments. Hope you guys watch it and like it. Question of the week this week. So I feel like I don't want to say I'm a rare person, but I hate when I say rare. But I feel like when I've shown, I think my emotions on like maybe even social media or something, people get, people tell me not to show my emotions. Like they only love when you show happiness, maybe even anger. Like people show happiness or anger on social media here and there, and then and that's like the one time you can actually show real emotion for some apparent reason. But I feel like when I do start to when I do have moments where I question myself, life, why I'm doing any of this, and I post it here and there. When I used to post it, I still post it here and there. I feel like I used to get judged for it. I used to have people hit me up and be like, "Man, take that shit down. That's wrong. Don't do that," and shit like that. It's like, the fuck. And I feel like, and there's a reason for that. I think that because growing up, growing up, there was a time where you could not show your emotions like that. So I guess what I'm saying is question of the week. Question of the week this week is why do people judge people for showing their emotions, in particular their sadness or their anxiety, their depression, pretty much mental woes on social media. Like people always want to judge you for that, but it's like, and I get it now. It's getting commercial. Like I always say, mental health now is starting to turn commercial. I think people are starting to see how much money it could be into mental health. So people are all jumping out there. If you realize, like I used to pay, the first couple of therapists I ever went to was like maybe like $127, so like just for a session. And I had to go every 2 weeks at one point. Hopefully, lucky enough for me, I didn't have to pay that, but I paid $85 still every 2 weeks. That's still a good chunk of fucking money to be going for every 2 weeks and every month, depending on also how the problem sounded. So you might be going 3 straight weeks because the therapist need to see you for 3 consecutive weeks because you might come in with a depression. You might come in with a lingering, resentment towards what the situation is. So, like I said, man, I think mental health is starting to get to a point where it's getting commercial. I think certain people really do have mental health, but these companies are starting to realize that they can get money from it, so they're gonna promote it and push it and push it and push it and push it to the point where, and I think it's cool if you do it, but it's also to me like, I know this country. I don't know if they see something that's generally making money, they gonna start forcing that shit on us even more. Go get your mental health checked. And like I said, man, I deal with a lot of shit. You can never sit here and talk about. If you look at this video and try to take it as like I'm dissing people that got mental health, bitch, I have mental health. You can never tell me I don't. So I know the problems. I know situations. Don't ever get that twisted. I leave family functions because I feel too much anxiety. Like, you can never tell me I don't feel some type of way. So if I'm saying this, I mean that shit personally. I'm telling you the truth. And you could try to play it like it's not. You can see how the media and people are now pushing mental health. When I was young, you didn't see that shit. You didn't see shit. You barely saw that shit. I graduated in 2013? You barely saw that shit in 2013. You didn't see nobody. Everywhere you went is mental health awareness week. You didn't see that shit. You didn't see it. I didn't see it in school. I didn't see it on blogs. I didn't see it in media. I didn't see that shit. But like I said, when you finally, starting to get money from it, and you saw how much money you were making in the mental health game, people jumped down the fucking rabbit hole and was like, we're going to take all this money now. Let's push it all. But I feel like if you're really going to do that, you should give people paid time off. Not paid time off, but at least I would say give people just like a lunch break. I think you should give people a mental health break. Personally, I think you should give people a mental health break. And depending on how long it takes, like if a job is giving a person maybe 30 minutes to an hour for lunch, you should take, okay, if it's 30 minutes for a lunch break, okay, the next 30 minutes you could take it for your mental health. If it's an hour for lunch, then take the next hour to, get your mental health right. You know what I'm saying? Because at lunch, that's when you start to like break down how much you hate the fucking job. You start to mentally break it down. So that's why I say question of the week is very important, because I feel like we do get judged. I think people do get judged for being mentally, I felt it, like I said, people used to hit me up and be like, you gotta take that shit down, you gotta take that post down and shit like that. And it's just like, you feel it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel it. So, yeah, I mean, for me personally, yeah, man, that's question of the week, man. Question of the week is, why do people get judged for that? Like, why do people get judged for showing their emotions? Especially for when you're sad, when you feel anxiety, when you feel depression. And I guess you want to say in my community, black community, why do we get judged for that? I don't know why though, but why do we get judged, like, as a society? Why do you get judged for showing emotions? Pretty much, I guess, showing emotions. Why do you get judged for showing your emotions? It's a question that I think I've been sitting on for a while. But why do you get judged for showing your emotions when that's life? Like, nobody has a poker face every day. That's kind of crazy to be like, this dude has no poker face. He shows no emotions. That's crazy. I remember watching yesterday because all I do is watch, ESPN. So I was watching like the center from the Utah Jazz. You watch basketball, Rudy Gobert, talk about how I think he got snubbed for an All-Star game, and he was like, I'm the defensive player of the year 2 times in a row, and I'm not getting no love for the All-Star game. Like, what's going on? And he like broke down in tears, and they asked him about that. It was like, he's like, because I'm 7 foot tall and I play basketball and I'm a defensive player and I'm the defensive anchor of a team. People think I got no fucking emotion because I play basketball. Like, I have no emotions, but I'm still a person. I'm still a human being. Of course I have emotions. I care about what I'm doing. I care about my craft. He's like, to get honored, to keep getting snubbed for something that, I would love to have one day as an accomplishment in my career. it sucks. And I was like, damn, you and that just goes to show you, like, everybody, you know, we really do think that, just because somebody doesn't show you emotion doesn't mean they're emotionless. Like, I might not show it every day, but I show it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a very important thing. So that's question of the week. Hope you guys comment. Hope you guys leave suggestions on this and that. Yeah, man. And that's question of the week. Why do we get judged? Why do people get judged? Why do people get judged for showing their emotions? Why do you get judged for showing your emotions? And I'll be back for 2 more videos and this week, and I still got one more podcast to do. And go listen to yesterday's podcast, by the way, on podcast platforms everywhere. Brandon Janeau Show, Janeau Show. Go listen to it. Leave comments. I think you could hit the notification bells. It should be a notification bell on certain podcast platforms if you got it, to tell you when when the episode's out. So yeah, go support. And like I said, question of the week is officially here. And leave comments, subscribe to Brandon Janeau Show YouTube channel, and talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of y'all day, and stay safe. And